Okay. So we're how far are we? 11 minutes. 4 months. 11. 7. 7. So we're like 2 minutes behind.
What does that mean ultimately?
Okay, so for that schedule, remember that one I sent you?
Yeah.
We are 2 minutes behind that. So this will probably run until, how many minutes do we have left? I'm trying to think.
It's a 44-minute play.
Yeah, from where we are right now, there's 7 minutes left in this first section. 7 minutes from now is going to be 3:15. 3:15 is when the next section is supposed to be. Well, actually, we could do this interview. Maybe not. Yeah, no, we could. What do we have to cut?
The Jaguars playing on XTSR right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It got some cuss words in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's art, not.
Right, exactly. And it's not like crass. You know?
Yeah.
It's for the
People. Okay, that's good.
It can't go over like a minute over.
I mean, it could. There's nothing else happening.
There's nothing else. And I thought it's like a show that happens at 4. That's
Yeah.
all.
But like for my yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. What is it though? Is it like a personal thing or like you?
For the assignment, it said it had to be like an hour cutoff.
Oh.
But we had trouble getting in here.
We had trouble getting it in. Yeah.
So I mean,
tell them
if we follow this schedule,
mm-hmm.
this is an hour. It doesn't matter what time we got in here. So yeah,
they got to give us some grace. Come on, we doing it. It's not like we forgot.
Because we I guess it would be an hour exactly from like the time we got in here to the time we left.
No, seriously, we got right to work.
Yeah, exactly. So we're good. Who wrote the script?
I can hear the rain in the play.
Oh. I don't know this. Whatever. We're good.
Yeah.
All right, so we have like 40 seconds.
All right.
There you go. 25 seconds.
Okay. I'm like listening.
So it's going to fade out, and then I'll fade us in to talking.
Cool.
So 15 seconds.
All right.
5. Okay, so Jan, we have listened to the first 11 minutes of your radio play. I have a few questions here.
Right.
So far, we've introduced a few characters and are setting the scene for the story. How much of the, story is from real life experience, places you've actually been to, and how many of the characters, people that you either know or have met? So,
Yeah, all of it based off of personal experience. 2018, I worked as a barista at Starbucks downtown Baltimore off Ashland Avenue. So this is the Johns Hopkins campus, and I mentioned it directly in the play, like in the heart of campus. And I actually saw that jaguar. It was a stuffed jaguar as an animal. It was probably a like a snow leopard or something, but it was basically one of those like large carnival animals that you can win as a big grand prize. It was huge, and it was perched on this train bypass on Patterson Park Avenue. I was riding the pink bus, and right before it turned on Monument Street to get to Ashland Avenue, I would see that every single day, like it wasn't snowing, but it was like rain, sunshine. It would just always be there. So I actually wrote that narrative based on my experiences going into work every day and coming back. And so Peaches was one of my coworkers. Her name wasn't Peaches, but like when I walked in that day for my interview, I was like, Peaches. Like I was trying to get her attention because it was like, it's Starbucks, I'm just like, I'm just gonna get her attention. You know what? She's brown skin, short orange hair, chubby cheeks on her face. I was just like Peaches. And so I inserted that character into this play as well. But yeah.
So the characters are voiced by MFA student, like your MFA cohort.
Yeah.
How did you decide, to choose them?
Oh man, they came through. Originally, it was a call to audition for voice actors throughout the theater department here at Towson. But like, no one knows me, so it's like I can't just put up a flyer and be like, yeah, come audition. And it's also like a busy time of the year. It was like the end of the year last year, so no one's showing out. So I'm just like, all right, look, but what was I doing like during the pandemic? I was just asking my internet friends to come through and do some voice acting. But I ended up personally inviting each of that's Kai Dundero, who plays Genesis, Chanel Henderson, who plays Keisha, Deborah McWilliams, who plays Catherine. And so they came through for me. I just asked them. I had been working on the script throughout the year, so they were familiar with the narrative. So me asking them to be a part of it, I was, all of them, shout out to all of them, but like Deborah, like, she's been out there in the field. She got her union card and everything. So I was pressed to have her on board just from her experience. And so yeah, they came through for me, and also had outside friends coming through too as well. That's Jabari Love, who's playing Peaches. And then I also have Charm, who's playing G. And then I had an artist by the name of Nebulous Miyake, who plays Reverend J. And then me, who plays Jam or Jamal, whatever is the character's name.
Yeah. And then quickly, if somebody wants to stream this, where can they find it?
Oh, all streaming sites. That's YouTube, that's Spotify, Apple, all the things.
Awesome. And we'll get back into the Jaguar.
Yeah. Yeah, was that too long?
No, that was perfect.
Oh, okay,
perfect.
Okay. Man,
That's perfect. It's actually good because I was using the time on the
great
phone to make sure we were...
Yapatron. I'm a yap. I'm a yap.
I have to figure out if she wants this whole thing recorded or if she wants this like part of it recorded, because if the whole thing's not...
Oh, you can get it afterwards? Like you can get like this file of...
I think so. I don't want to press anything to stop it, honestly. I wish she didn't say anything about the curse words. I hope she'll just be happy that I actually,
Yeah, it's
Right. Yeah. And this is not as bad as I thought it would be. Like, not as hard as I thought it would be.
uh-huh.
Oh, 3 to 5 minutes at least
What's that?
of what I have to record. Okay, so we are currently we're in the second half. So it's going to be another interview,
Okay.
and then after that, the Jaguar plays, and then there's going to be 2 like PSAs that I have to include in here. So that's going to happen.
Okay. PSA.
Yeah. So we're good. Moving smooth sailing.
Cool.
Yeah, when Ethan said he wasn't going to be here, I thought somebody else would, but this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fun though.
This is
so
I can
cool.
get used to this.
Shoot. Would you mind if we
What's up?
for the what's the play called? That thing. Would
What you need?
I'm trying to think of a time next week where we'd be free to. Would you want to do just to play the whole thing as is, or would you want to like do another interview format like this for that?
Is it either or?
No. It's
'Cause
just what would you want to do?
I would want to have it play
Mm-hmm.
like as a debut,
Mm-hmm.
and then do a interview.
Talk about it.
Like, you want to do that afterwards, or do you want to do it something like this where we stop and go?
No, let's do like play it and then do it afterwards, and then we can go back to different seconds. That's a good idea.
That's I got that from the like talkbacks after performances. Like, watch the performance and then answer questions about it.
Well,
What
that's
day
it.
would you want to? Oh, my bad.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if we do that, because I have to fill up 15 minutes worth of talking. And then what day did you want to do that?
Done.
Yeah.
I'm a yap. If we, well, how about same time Friday?
Same
You said
time?
Monday?
Monday we were gonna work on it. We actually
Oh,
Tuesday,
right. Tuesday
We
is when
probably finish it Tuesday because we have
Finish it
class
Tuesday.
in time class to work on it Tuesday, which is a good
Okay.
thing because I should probably sign up for a room to finish it in.
All right. So finish it Tuesday.
So finish it Tuesday, and then we air it Friday.
Air it Friday. Can Friday air it? Can we do like the talk back afterwards? Say that maybe I can have some of the cast here, or could we do that? Or
Yes. Yeah. I don't know how.
yeah, man, never mind. It's just me then.
I don't want to be like. Could you choose 1 or 2 people?
Oh no, love them down, but no, just me. We love them to death, but nah.
Or maybe you could get get them to read 1 minute of their experience, and then we can just use that 1 minute clip to represent them being here if you want. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay, cool. Wait, what time is our class? Our class is 12:30 to 3 o'clock. Oh, I like this part a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Hell yeah.
And that thing was recorded in the studio. So you know it's gonna be really big.
I can't wait.
Oh my. I was listening back. I was like, wow, I didn't know I did that.
That shit. Hell yeah.
Kai's so funny in there. So we're coming up on 2 minutes left.
All right.
Right? Yeah, 2 minutes.
Wow.
This is actually awesome. You can save a live, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it
Okay, cool.
and download it. Yeah. I try to get both of us.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I know where else to prop it.
Put it on the lamp right there. You see that microphone stand?
Yeah.
Here, that microphone stand. The one next to it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Are you there?
Everything comes down. Cool.
Alright, cool. We have a minute left before we go back live. I asked my parents to get me this really nice, it's like an air fryer, toaster oven mix.
Wow.
Which is, it's so cool, but like, I asked them to get me that. I don't really have a lot of food to like cook in it, so like, I got more kitchen equipment than food that I can eat.
It's like, fill up that air fryer with some food.
Right.
With the gift.
Right.
Put some groceries in it.
Okay, so we have 30 seconds until we go back live. That's terrible.
What?
That's terrible. If you want to work. Oh.
She's terrible.
No. Chanel's so good. Alright. Okay, so we are halfway through the Jaguire.
Whoa.
So I have more questions here. Alright. So one question's shorter, one question's longer. So, okay. The story takes place in Baltimore, but, is it a story exclusive to Baltimore?
Oh, absolutely not. You're going to find your MLK drives in every city, your Washington Aves, your Patterson Park Aves, or, you're going to find these kind of royal family name streets wherever you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So no, it's not specific to Baltimore. Even some of the historic kind of landmarks that we say in the play itself, like the Royal Theater, these are just more so kind of symbols for what every city has. They have their football stadiums, and so it's more so an interrogation of what was the starting point or the origins of naming these streets, monuments. Yeah.
All right, and then, so it's going to get more into it, but there's an obvious commentary on society within this play, and I was just wondering, what is your commentary on society, and what are you trying to say about society through the Jaguire?
Oh, whoa, that's so huge. It's coming from the perspective of the individual. So I guess what I would say is, for anyone listening, or just for anyone out there who are asking these questions of, who asked these questions? What are the, where did these names come from on the street signs? It's all right to do your research. It's all right to be curious. It's all right to interrogate. Once you start to ask these questions, you'll start to find over time exactly what it is that you're seeking. You can't do it by yourself, and sometimes it can feel really daunting to think what is my role in society, or what is society, as a whole. It's really not that deep. That's also the name of the series is Lost Dogs Chase Tales. So in a lot of ways, I am parroting myself, why am I even thinking this deeply? But to go back to that answer is to say that start with yourself. What role do you play in society? You just getting on the bus and working, you're earning tax, that's tax dollars. Just understand what the functions of society without making it really too deep. So from where you are, your position and your role in society, that's good enough, and keep going with that, and you'll discover soon enough what we're all playing.
Oh, very nice. And then real quick, it might be a long question, but right. When did you, sort of realize that you had a story for the Jaguire? What happened, or did you realize oh, this is a story I could make?
Yeah, it was years later that I realized that it could be made into a story. It was really just flashbacks of that Jaguar, that stuffed Jaguar. You know what I mean? That it was a dam, it was a beaver. Yeah, that was next to that Jaguar. I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. You just don't see these things. Absolutely. You're gonna see it in Patterson Park. You're gonna see it in Middle East Baltimore. You're gonna see it somewhere downtown. It's like, man, this is so funny. And then one day it left.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So it was from there I was just like, where did this Jaguar go? Couldn't stop thinking about it. Couldn't stop thinking about, why is a street called who's Ashland?
Yeah.
So it was 2018 when this happened, and then about 2020 I started to flesh out the idea. Mm-hmm. But it always just stuck with me. It just took one image.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so we will get back into the Jaguar, but following that, we will have 2 short messages.
Nice. Whoa. Society, bro.
Yeah, I was right. I was like saying to myself, I was typing out the questions. I was like, I'm doing this wrong. I should be asking, like saying the questions out loud instead of typing them down.
No, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one because it's like, I mean, shit, I don't got the answers, but I can at least say, like, a lot of people think that they do, and a lot of people, like, doubt their own intuition, which is basically what I was getting at. Like, don't doubt your intuition. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying about society is what you're thinking or what they're saying. We're all saying the same thing. Like, we're in something.
That's a good point.
That's a good question.
Thank you. I forgot about that word.
It's for culture.
It is. I absolutely forgot about that word. Oh my god.
What word?
It is a word. Oh my god, though. I don't want Professor Patterson to be like,
They're gonna love us.
I want her to kick me out of Towson. I'm so close.
We ain't talking about the president.
We ain't talking about a lot of stuff. But yeah, you're right. Dang, see?
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I forgot about that. I could have taken it out. I just absolutely forgot. I should have just opened up the PDF of the script and then just found the words. My grandparents are listening to this.
Like they ain't never heard that word. They helped make it.
That's not wrong. That's not
they
wrong.
helped make that word.
They had to go through that word.
Yeah.
Is typecasting frowned upon?
In what way?
Because like each person that you had, like all the actors, they were good for their roles, especially Jabari.
Oh yeah, man! I wanted Jabari out the gate. Yeah, typecasting. I wouldn't. I mean, a character is a type in a cast. Like you have your cast, and every character is a type. So based on what each actor knows or are most familiar with, then I would say yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking more of like movies where like you don't want to shoot like
But it's
like,
I think people are avoiding the just it is what it is. Like it just is what it is. We created these stereotypes. So it's like it comes from us. It's not like somewhere in there we picked it off a tree.
Yeah.
Like, we made it, so we know it. But based on lived experiences though, because Kai could also play Peaches based on who Kai grew up with and like was exposed to. So you'd be surprised, But yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, I guess typecast. What was I trying to say about that? I was trying to say. I was just thinking, like, that's a. I just wanted to say that each person feels good for this.
Nah, yeah, I agree. They did that. I was like, damn. And you'll find that it always works out.
So there'd be like 2 messages after this. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes left of this part.
Okay.
And then there would be another minute of messages. We had to include these. We had to make these messages for class. They're like PSAs. They're called UWAs, but they're
Okay. Ooh.
yeah, but like people know them as PSA, so it's just general information. And then we do that. Last few interview questions.
All right.
Play the last bit, the last 11 minutes. A few more interview questions, then we'll have to close out. We might have to do something weird because we have to do a top of hour, which is when the radio's like it's 6 o'clock, radio station has to at 6 o'clock at this time. So if we're in the middle of the recording and we have to do that, we'll just do that real quick. And then we'll just keep going until we end. So we're good.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Shout out to the lady in the EMF department last night.
Yeah. So here you go with the key.
Yeah, for real. I think I dropped my shirt over there for some reason. Oh, that's why. Jesus Christ. So all XTSR really is like a continuous live stream.
Wow.
Mm.
I mean, it's only 3.
Sorry,
3.5.
Yeah.
3.5.
Well, it doesn't say in the assignment that I couldn't curse, you know? That's not in the grading criteria.
Yeah.
No broadcasting rules broken. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. What rules?
Yeah.
I did it.
Alright, so there's 2 minutes left of this, and then we'll have 1 minute of that short UWA thing.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll get into the last question. Or, well, not the last. Second to last question.
All right.
I thought this was a really interesting part.
Thank you. This is a mix of what we had learned in the class that we were taking at the time.
Mm.
Just about how Baltimore was built.
Mm. That's cool. All right, well, give me another question there, so.
Hell yeah.
So it's gonna about end really fast. It'll be so abrupt, but I have to do it. I used my classmates one. He sounds like he's running out of breath, but he's so cool.
Sounds like Joe from the radio play. Just the tone.
Wow, it really is. All right, we're gonna have to hop back in.
All right.
30 seconds. I had to do one as well.
That's you.
All right, so we are back again here, and I have a few more questions for you.
Yeah.
Now, off air, we were talking about, sort of that last bit and talking about the founding of Baltimore, and you said you took a class that sort of taught you about this? Or?
Yeah, shout out to Professor Ada Pinkston and Dr. Kalima Young. This course was an interdisciplinary course called Black and the City. And it gave the statistics and the actual factuals of the practical building of Baltimore, like from a legislative perspective, from a architectural perspective, and then it attempted to discover the very strategic. Attempted to reveal the strategic planning of where folks live. Based on race, based on gender, based on income and socioeconomic status. So taking that class and then thinking, wait, I have this JAGWIRE script. Let me infuse the knowledge and really give it some beef. Like really give the storyline some like real strong foundation as far as like history and not just my own experience alone.
Right, not just fiction.
Right.
And then I guess going from that, what other experts sort of helped you, or I guess inspired you to make this?
Oh man, we just like professionals.
You mentioned your professors. Was there anybody else who sort of helped you make this, or is this all just like stuff that you've learned from your classes?
This is life experience. I'd say that those two professors are my biggest inspiration. No one else helped me out with this narrative, but I will say shout out to Lil Kim and Lighters Up, because there is a line and she says lions in the concrete jungle. Something. It was like, dang, now I'm forgetting it, man. We love you, Lil Kim. Hold up. I'm gonna remember it later and I'm gonna recite it.
Yeah.
But basically that entire song, and she even shouts out Baltimore. I remember like being young, because she like names a bunch of cities. She's like, Philly, put your lighters up. Chi-Town, put your lighters up. She said, be more A. Everybody was like, yeah. So I'd say Lil Kim, definitely one of the professionals out there who helped me write this. But yeah.
Awesome. And then two really fast questions. The Wire, it's in the name. The show, inspires this story.
Oh, absolutely none of it. Never watched The Wire. Didn't like the stereotypes or the, like we were just talking about stereotypes. Didn't like anything that it did. A lot of people were like, man, Wire made Baltimore gave Baltimore a bad rep. Never watched a single episode.
Wow. Okay. Cool. And then the Reverend. His specific role, and there's more coming up, but why did you choose a reverend as the character for his specific role?
To give some depth. I don't necessarily write for like villains or antagonists, but just to say that, you know, we have this person putting on this morality, but what is the other side of their morality? So I thought it would be perfect to show what others might think of, like, oh, holy, 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 but also like holy, 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 secular in these streets, like running the gang.
Awesome. And we are going to get back into it now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, man, my bad. Ain't no one else helping me write this.
Yeah.
I thought of one person, but I'm like, she ain't even help me, you know, like, because I kept bringing like different scenes from it, but she wasn't even giving me no like advice as to how to make the. She was just, you know, I was just injecting for the assignment to be made. She wasn't really telling me. Didn't really give me nothing.
I think you answered it the way I wanted to ask it, because I wanted to know like who, like sort of like where'd you get the like inspiration for the accuracy from, like especially the class that you said.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I remember,
that helped me a lot.
Because after you said it just now, I remember that you I think you probably introduced me to the professor that you took for that class.
Yeah, there.
And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, no, she's cool.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, never seen The Wire. Never seen it.
My dad likes the he loves the show.
I'm certain. I know there's so many people who do, but I just never got into it. I was just like, man, what is going on?
I've watched it twice. First time was to watch it. Second time was to understand it more. And I'm gonna watch it again to just
to know it. Yeah, I'm gonna get high and watch it.
Bro, that would be a crazy show to watch. Like that.
Like that.
I mean, it'll be. It's a good show. I've only watched that twice. Breaking Bad and that are the only shows I've watched like twice.
Okay. All right.
I want to watch Better Call Saul. I have to restart because I don't know where I left off.
Better Call Saul. Who's in that?
It's like a Breaking Bad spinoff.
Oh, okay.
It's the lawyer. I forget his name. Like his actor name. His real name. Okay, so
Yes.
it's 3:51.
Okay.
We have 1, 2. Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes.
All right.
So when this is over, I'll do the top of the hour, and then we'll just do the last few interview questions.
Cool. Wait, what was the top of the hour thing again?
That's just like, you're listening to XTSR on xtsr.org. My name's Garland. I'm here with Jim. Jam.
Can I do sound effects?
Please, actually, because I need sound effects.
All right,
because
cool.
if I don't,
Uh-huh.
I'll probably lose.
Like when
points.
you're doing it, I won't be too loud, but like,
No, please do that because because I have to do these things called sweeps, and I need sound effects or some sort of music for it. So if you do the sound effects, I feel like that'll count. Cool. I'll record it, so I can't cover all my bases. And we can do it all dramatic. It's like, this is XTSR on XTSR.org. I'm your host, Garland, and we are in our interview with
Jam. Boom, boom.
So, we just finished. We're near the end of the story. So we're going to play the rest of it. Thank you all for listening.
You lying, Garland. You ain't going to go that far.
Huh?
You ain't going to go that far.
No, you don't. I have more confidence than I give off.
It's not the confidence, it's the charisma. That's what that is. Yeah, nah, it ain't the confidence. I don't doubt that.
I totally have charisma.
Oh, then let's go.
Bro, I've done theater.
Okay, and I asked just for a little something. Was you about to do this at the top of the hour?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So, 7 minutes.
Cool.
I like being like. Chill.
No, as you should. And I'm not, I'm just saying, because you were saying you about to do all of this. I'm like, is you really about to do all this? Because I'm about to give. And if you're not there, then.
If it means graduating on time, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's see, how much power does my laptop have? Oh, we're good. We're good. Usually this thing can't hold a charge, but I'm just doing its best today.
I also like this. Oh, my bad.
No, we're
I'm
good.
just like this narrative. Like, there was nothing that felt like could be left out. Like, I feel like every scene and line, like, really counted. There might have been some where I just really wanted it in, but, like, every scene was good. There's no really filler scenes.
Mm-mm.
That was my biggest thing right now. I was like, man. Oh, wow.
So we do a bottom of the hour, so like the last 30 seconds, I'll just say like, you were listening to, you know, the Jaguire by Jam, Boom Boom. This is the interview, and then once it hits 4 o'clock, what to do the top of the hour.
All right, cool. Bottom of the hour, then to the top.
That was really good. So 2 minutes, we have to do the bottom of the hour, and then the top of the hour. I think I wrote a script for it, so I don't have to guess what to say.
Best line. A Jaguar. See, I do wish. Oh, no, it's not. Even like a little more comedic, you know. A Jaguar, like.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have 1 minute. This is going to be interesting because we're basically at the end of the play. So just play the last bit. So 30 seconds. And you know, I'll just get the top of the hour because the last bit's music, or bottom of the hour. So when she talks, I'm gonna bring this up, and then that'll be good. Okay, so not yet. So when that beat plays, I'll come in and then I'll
You know,
sing.
bottom or top? I'll just follow you.
So this has been the JAGWIRE interview. It is the end of the hour, so we thank you all for joining us. And in a few minutes, we will have our last few interview questions for Jam. And the time is 4:00, and we are going to ask Jam the last few questions regarding the JAGWIRE. So
Let's go.
Jam.
Yeah.
So we just finished the play.
Whew.
It's been almost a year since you've released this. December
Yeah.
15th is the day that you released this, and it's
Wow.
December 1st.
Wow.
After a year, how is this play? You know, how is it? What do you think about it a year later?
Well, first and foremost, I listened to radio plays as a kid. I just started producing radio plays 3 years ago. It's my first time my radio play is playing on the radio. So this is crazy. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm just sitting here like, I'm amazed. This is wild. And to really hear the narrative all over again, because I have not heard this in a year. So to hear, you know, like a lot of different layers, like first and foremost, it's like, oh, this is my story. And then like I'm hearing other voices, then I'm thinking of how the entire process came together. I'm thinking we met a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
And then this being our first project, we're in the middle of another project right now, or towards the end of it right now. So it's like a full circle moment. And I'm like, you know, as funny as this may seem, like I'm proud of myself. So this is wild and this is crazy.
Awesome. And then, you know, do you have any final closing remarks that, you know, anything else you'd want to talk about it?
It's incredible how you can just have an idea and it come out into the world. I'm thinking and thankful of, and this could go for all folks, you know, just like ground your idea for all creatives, you know what I mean? Ground your idea, hold on to it, keep adding to it. If you don't have the means to produce it, put it in your back pocket, keep producing what you can, and ultimately it will come to be broadcasted on XTSR radio.
Awesome. Thank you.
For sure.
And thank you all for listening. This has been the JAGWIRE Jam interview. I have been your host, Garland, here with
Jam.
and we thank you all for joining us on this evening. Should be good.
Whoa, that was crazy.
I think we're good. So let me go to XTSR's website. There should be music.
I was just on my fucking radio with Garland. I was just on my fucking radio. This is crazy. Yeah. All right, we out. Bye.